Let me say a special good morning to those of you listening to Classic Radio 105.5, 105.9. Those of you viewing GBN TV, good morning to you also. Those of you via social media platforms, good morning and welcome to this edition of To The Point. Today being Tuesday, the 25th day of June. And welcome once again. You know, Tuesdays we do have, of course, representatives from the opposition here in Grenada. And we have no one representing this morning, so which we're going to jump directly into an open line edition this morning of To The Point, which means you listeners and viewers out there, you have the opportunity of calling in via the option of the WhatsApp 4352041. You could call me directly also 4352041. Let's hear from you. Let's hear you, of course, what you have to say this morning. I'm all ears this morning for some reason. I don't know if it's the weather or what, but I'm in that all ears feeling this morning where I just want to listen to folks, of course, speak about issues that is of concern to them. You probably have a problem in your community that you maybe want to talk about this morning. You feel, well, hey, it's something been going on for a while now, and I think it's time that I of course, express my views on it. Feel free to do so. As they would say locally, let me hear your 2 cents this morning. So it's an open line edition here on To The Point, and I will be taking your calls. You also have the option of course, sending messages via the WhatsApp. What about the Facebook page, the comment section? You have an option of course, writing a message or two there. We certainly will read them on air this morning. So, open line edition for To The Point, and let's entertain our very first caller this morning. Say, caller, good morning, you're welcome.
Morning to Grenada, God bless. Well, we had many of y'all Grenadians would remember we had a kind of prolonged dry season, lack of water and stuff. However, the water bill coming consistent with when water busting pipe. I don't understand this thing. The water bill is the same thing.
But so may I ask you one question? Were you losing water in your pipes during that the dry season? Did you have no water at all?
We didn't have water. This is the point they're trying to make. And when the water come in at night, I mean, for some of us, it's no use to us because we're sleeping, we can't really do anything. And all in the morning when you get up, it's done again. And now we are faced with another problem. The problem is you're getting water now. Eh? How good it is to us when the water comes in so dirty. You have to let your pipe run before you could get some good clean water to use. Eh? Is that fair? Now I should set up something, and I know they have it, and I know they're listening. There is one in Moline. There's supposed to be one at up at where we call Latrine Gap in Montmaris, where they could open the pipe there and bleed out the dirtiness, let it run out after heavy prolonged rainfall. They're listening, and I know of that. Eh? And yet for all, your meter, I heard the accusation that when water come in, the air in the line making the meter spin. I don't know about that, but at least get somebody from now to come in, some technical person. Anybody, come in in the radio station and explain to the people. Have some dialogue. Let me hear what's going on. Because it's unfair to us. We had a very long dry season. Harsh for some in some areas and still rain falling. I listen to the radio every morning. I hear people in Labari complaining about water. Eh? I mean, what really going on? And the water bill is the same. I spoke to an individual yesterday. He said, "Why no change in the water bill," and he wasn't getting any water. Is that fair to us? And you're hearing people complaining every day. These businesses and them, and they call certain names, robbing people. It's been going on as far as they're concerned a long time. And who are we going to complain to? Nobody knows. You're calling now and say they're giving you a chain of different. They put you onto this person telling you hold on. This one telling you hold on. I will put you on to Mr. So and so. When you do get to Mr. So and so, he put you on hold, and then you waiting there for 5-10 minutes. Your phone bill running. Eh? Is that fair? What really going on in Grenada? I ain't saying we never had problems in the past, but to me it get worse. And it's about time Grenadians come out and start. Well, I don't want to use a word. Civil disobedience against this kind of thing we're going on here. Come out, let me come out and get together and come and let me demonstrate. I mean, I hear people talk, but well, they ain't getting a service, they're not paying the bill. I mean, I don't want to go as far as that. But at least something had to be done for our voices to be heard in a higher way. And authorities listening and what they're doing.
Well, Caller, I certainly hope that something will be done about that. You of course, expressed your views on that this morning, and I show someone from the West Side is probably listening, and they probably will have an explanation for a reason or reasons why you're still getting a bill at that level, even though you were not receiving what at all. 435-2041, open line edition this morning, and we certainly want to hear from you. Like, let's hear your views, your concerns this morning, issues that is of concern to you. Let's certainly hear from you. Let's go back to the phone line. Let's entertain our next caller. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Mr. Telesford, sir, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. I'm doing good, sir.
If you were to see me right now, Mr. Telesford, you wouldn't believe I sit down with my foot cocked up. You want to know why? I want to expound, or should I change my tone a bit? I would like to expound something here very important this morning, Mr. Telesford.
Go right ahead, sir.
I would like to follow, as a matter of fact, I'm proud to be, any other Grenadian in this here country. There's a few of them I've heard from time to time, but I reckon that I don't speak sufficiently. I'd like to join them as a conscientious objector, Mr. Telesford, to what I consider to be the most anti-patriotic, ultra-highly treasonable act of the selling of the Grenadian passport. Mr. Telesford, this is a discussion I'd like to carry on with these bright boys, quote unquote, in this here country. Those who were in the administration prior and those who maintain the same thing today. Of course, when we consider the status of this here country as it relates to its constitutionality, one can very well understand why they're going along that direction. But Mr. Telesford, I would like Grenadians to understand why you have to object to this. Two principal reasons. It diminishes the right of the Grenadian people, the poor and common man of this here country, who does not participate directly in the quote-unquote politics of the country, although they are entitled to. But they do not know, and so they stay out. And those bright boys they're diminishing our voice, Mr. Telesford. That's what they're doing. One of the things they're doing. The other thing they're doing is relegating the national population, especially the poor and those who are ignorant of what is going on, to second-class citizens in our own country. Yes, that's what they're doing. It is highly treasonable to sell the only thing that the Grenadian has to represent his or her dignity and citizenship as owners of this here country. Who enjoys the benefit of this passport selling scheme, Mr. Telesford? White men. And pay attention when I say white men. I refer to those who have abused the people of this country historically and continue to do it. That's the context. Those who feel themselves superior to us and continue to abuse of usurping authority that they do not possess to manipulate us. But because they wave a dollar bill in front of us, I would like the government to cut it short, Mr. I can go on, but I will cut it short. What the government of this here country has to do is encourage our people how to work and to produce more than to be selling our passports for so many foreign peoples unknown to the Grenadian people. People without face, they can't show you a photograph, not one. People without name, we don't know them. They refuse to even tell us the numbers of passports they have sold so far within the last 10 years that they boast about. I want to provoke a debate into this conversation on this issue, Mr. Telesford, but I'm registering my annoyance to it. That the most I can do, talk, and that's what I shall do. But I want Grenadians to understand what they're doing to us. And I'd like to draw this reference. Santa Cruz in Bolivia. Just after the Second World War, Bolivia being a huge country, gave access to a couple of people from the Balkans to settle in their own country. Today, they want to take it from them. Whenever you hear disturbances in Bolivia, that is what is happening there. White men that you one time felt sorry for, they one time felt sorry to give, they want to take the country. That's what they do. We are being relegated to second-class citizens. Brothers and sisters, you have to object. But I understand this even, Mr. Telesford, there'll be an activity in the West, the whole point. I encourage the people and so on to come along because I have some very powerful questions to offer, to ask, pardon, of all those who come in to represent this treasonable, highly treasonable act of the passport selling scheme. Done with colonialism. Brothers and sisters, this is the second form of neo-colonialism. They want to recolonize it. Well, not recolonize, but reinforce the colonization of your country, brothers and sisters. Beware of them. Reject this. There's much more to talk about, but we leave it here for today and give somebody else a chance. Do have a nice day, William.
You too, sir. Have a good morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number. Don't forget we got, of course, Parliament today, and the government will be moving a 10-year passport bill, and also in addition to the firearm amendment bill. So that will be Parliament today. I guess that's one of the reasons why we have no one representing the opposition on the program this morning. 435-2041. So probably you could share your thoughts on that also. The moving of that 10-year passport bill and also the amendment of the firearm amendment bill. That should be passed through in Parliament today. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, and how are you?
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. I want to leave the Grenadian population with this three quotation, maybe on Colin program. One, if you educate people, you cannot rule them. And two, as far as I'm concerned, he who thinks that he knows, do not know, he doesn't know. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I recognize that when you try to educate people, they seem to believe that they know, and the least educated people are the ones that want to command or bring food the shot. And I think I might leave making contribution on any of the media and hold my peace. My peace is better because I get more love when I hold my peace and call a dog a rat. And everybody may believe. Thank you. I'll join with them. No. Thank you.
Thank you also, caller. Have yourself a wonderful morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number. If you want to get onto the point this morning, it's an open line edition, which means you have the option of calling in, sharing your views, your concerns this morning, issues that is of concern to you. Feel free to express them as we open the lines to you. 435. You also have the option of calling in via the WhatsApp 435-2041. Let's take a caller. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Oh, a pleasant good morning. I just tuned in and heard about a 10-year passport. Am I to understand that Grenadians will be having a passport for a period of 10 years?
More or less so, yes. That bill will be passed through Parliament today.
Oh, I see. Okay, then this is what when you don't understand, at least you ask a question. Thank you very kindly.
You're welcome, sir. Have a good morning. Folks, we drew for a break. Let's take it. After the break, we come back with much more for you here on To The Point this morning. Stay with us. Don't touch your dial.
Good day, Mom. What would make it easier for you to reduce your plastic waste?
Definitely incentives for bringing back plastic bottles, like discounts and loyalty points. It would motivate me to recycle more.
I think if restaurants let us use our own takeout containers, it's all about convenience,
It would help if manufacturers start using less packaging altogether.
Better infrastructure, more investment in recycling facilities, and innovative solutions to tackle this growing problem of plastic pollution. It's not just about individual action, it's about systemic change.
With our population growing and plastic becoming more prevalent in packaging, We have to equip our waste management agencies to keep pace with change and handle the load.
There you have it, folks, straight from the streets. People are willing to do the responsible thing if we create the conditions for them to do so.
Recycle OECS. Green actions, blue oceans.
I am Audrey Jackson.
I'm Greg Jackson.
On February 19th at 4 a.m., a gun was used to take my son from me. You know him as Pop Smoke. We call him Shar. Because of gun violence, I'll never see my son run up the front of our steps, taking them two at a time. He won't ever take my hands again and dance with me. He won't come into my room and muscle pose in the mirror. Gun violence destroys families. It must stop.
Join us on GBN TV every Monday at 5:50 p.m. and on Classic Radio at 5:50 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday for Revival in the Land, a program dedicated to bringing hope, faith, and renewal into our lives, hosted by Pastor Ricardo Aline of the Latter Rain Revival Center. Discover the power of faith and community. Revival in the Land, where hearts are healed and spirits are lifted.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to The Point here on Classic Radio, GBN TV. Good morning to those of you via our social media platforms, the Facebook page especially. Good morning to you, those of you via the YouTube channels. Good morning and welcome. Don't forget, you have the option of calling in 435-2041. We may, just a program in notes, we may have a shortened version of To The Point this morning. We may divert to The Point, of course, during the course of this, a few minutes or so from now. So maybe in the next couple of minutes, we may have the option of having the going to Parliament soon as, of course, the OK is given. All right, 435-2041. 435-2041. You have the option of calling in, expressing your views and concerns this morning here on the program, folks. Let's hear from you. If there's an issue within your community, we had someone started off the program this morning complaining about, of course, receiving a still very high bill, even though they were not getting water during the dry season. That's a little bit of a concern there. Hope someone, of course, will be able to offer some clarification on that soon. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. May you mind lowering whatever device you have in the background, please, and then continue. All right, as soon as you take care of that, we get you back on air. Are you ready for me? Let's hear from you, please, caller. Caller, well, as soon as you get that order, you could probably call us back. 435-2041, 435-2041, that's the number. And folks, remember, it's an easy procedure. You decide to call in, turn the television, the radio, turn it off completely. You call, you make your contribution. Then when you hang up, you can, of course, proceed to turn in your radio, television back up. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you this morning, sir?
I'm fine. Just a little bit of rain out here, man.
All right. And certainly, I'm assuming you're happy for that. After all that heat we've been getting for the last couple of...
almost an acre melon yesterday, so it's good.
So that's good. So let's hear from you. That's what you had a contribution this morning.
I looked at the town hall meeting last night, and there was this individual that called and spoke about some of the projects. He didn't call it. He stand up and ask a question. See, most of the projects are being closed down. And there's a particular project, I think, the Simon Cultural Center. I think that, I don't know if it's closed or people stop ugly or the steels are rotting or something is going on there. And look, we are looking for a place to hold our carnival shows now, or events. Our cultural center is seem to be going out of existence. GBN should go over there and camera and see what's going on up there. It seems like nothing is really happening up there. And to back up Mr. Rollo in his statement with a passport, I kind of agree with him in a sense. Because we are selling passports to people. And eventually, when you're doing something, and you know you're going to come back and bite you in the future, It's like that. We are in Qatar, selling passports. Hamas is living long in Qatar down there. And we know our passports must be right now in some terrorist hands. So sometime in the future, Grenada will be under the spotlight. No doubt about it. We have to be careful with this thing, because this could come back and bite us in the future. Have a nice day, brother.
You too, sir. Have a good morning, and thank you for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number. And we go in live with your calls this morning. Let's hear your views and concerns. We go back to the telephone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, GT. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you this morning?
I'm all right.
All right.
I just want to speak a little on the town hall meeting last night. It was very highly attended by the people. We had lots of people. Mm-hmm. But in future, what I would like the ministers and them to do, the speakers and them, they could use more video. Like you run your video, what you do, and then you take questions, and after you will explain if there is time to do that. Because you're showing the video and then you're speaking, it takes so much time, and when the time comes, a lot of people have had many things to say, but they didn't get the opportunity to say it because of the time. Because I had some questions to ask too, but I didn't get the time because you transport want to go, you rather to night already, you rather to go home before you know how you're going back. And I would like the government to have a big screen in the market. I see they have a big screen over where Andal was, and they have this. I don't know if they could use this place. I don't know how they will get it and show the people that the many projects, the many things that they do. So perhaps those who saying then see nothing, because you can't doubt them. Sometimes they don't listen, they don't go in tongue. Also, if they say they don't see nothing, you have to agree them. So you got to bring the video to them. They're in tongue, show them on a screen, put it in the market, in the bus terminal, have a big screen so they could view what the government doing. So perhaps that might be able to change the way how they think, that he didn't have anything. But I really want to congratulate this government for the promise that they make, especially the Prime Minister. He never knew how pregnant the Treasury was, but in the campaign, he promised that if we put him in office, if he's alone, he have to take to pay the Grenadian people what due to them. He will do it. And thank God when he come in it, although we was here in 400 and something million, but it's only 75 million. That's very good to pay off the people. So you have a little trust in this government, because most time you campaign, people promise you things what they're going to do. They give you a manifesto, and when they come into office, they don't even look at the manifesto. But some people vote because what is in the manifesto, they like what the project, the program, what you will put out for them, so they go for that. For me, I like to look at manifesto, look at the best program the government have, and I go for it. And if a government to tell you something in the campaign and they come and they do it, that is a little trust with them. What they say they will do in campaign, when they come into office, they do it. So I want to applaud them for this promise they give, and they really try.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you also. Caller via the WhatsApp. Let me hear from you this morning. Good morning and welcome. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning. If you're there, good morning. I'm assuming the caller is not there for some reason or the other. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning. I guess we lost that caller there. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number to get on live here on the program this morning. The open line edition up to the point. Let's entertain another caller via WhatsApp. Let's see. Caller via WhatsApp. You're live. Good morning. WhatsApp caller. Good morning. You're live. I'm not sure if there's an issue there, but caller, good morning. guess we lost that. Maybe we're having an issue via the WhatsApp. I'm not sure. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number. You can call me directly. 435-2041. And I'm not sure if there's an issue via the WhatsApp. I'm probably going to look into that and see if there's an issue before we continue taking calls a bit. Let's go back to the direct line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning. How are you?
Yes. Some minutes ago, somebody complained about Nawasa and not receiving water and a high bill. Now, I agree the rainy season has started, one, and there probably might be problems when it rains heavily. Precautionary measures have to be taken so that people get clean water. I notice every time that water is taken, there is no, and subject to correction, there is no pre-warning, well, okay, water in this section, this area would be off until a certain time. Not a single word is mentioned, and one has to be waiting indefinitely before you can get water. I think Nawasa can do better than that. And they are of the opinion that they own the water. When the auto was created, water was along with it. So that idea of just doing what they want, when they want, how they want, I personally feel that this behavioral pattern should stop. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, caller. 435-2041. Open line edition this morning, up to the point. And just took a brief pick up my WhatsApp. I don't think there's an issue, so it's probably I'm not sure if it could be some other reasons, maybe from the caller's end. 435-2041. Open line edition, up to the point this morning. 29 minutes after the hour this morning, folks. Did tell you we may have a shortened version of to the point this morning. Once I'm given the okay for that, we may, of course, be able to carry live the Parliament session this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, GT.
Good morning to you, sir.
I just wanted to take the opportunity to bring about a little bit of clarity on a comment or statement one of your callers made earlier on regarding the sale of passports. And it's important for the nation to know Grenada is not selling passports. Grenada is selling a program similar to all the other islands and several countries all over the world. The great United States, Europe, Canada, they are all doing the same thing. The fact of the matter remains, if you wish to obtain a Grenada passport, you can apply the rigorous review of your past, even your future, they may even look into. So if you wish to make a contribution, a specific payment, I think it's about over $200,000 US, you can make that payment to the National Treasury, and then you can be afforded a Grenada passport. Or you can invest in a project like an apartment or a villa, condo, or some other investment. And that will qualify you in order to earn a Grenada passport. So we need to understand that this is a program that exists throughout the Caribbean, UK, Europe, United States. So we ought not to make it sound as though it is something illegal, something that is wrong, something that is bad. This brings in tremendous revenues to the nation. Matter of fact, it was reported only a few weeks ago that the CBI office is showing record investments in Grenada to the tune of over $1 billion in earnings to government. So I just sort of bring in a little bit of clarity to that. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, sir. Have a good morning yourself. 435-2041, 435-2041. Callers, we due for a break. So callers, I should say, listeners and viewers, we due for a break. Let's take it, and this time we still will be back after the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Where are you from? How was live free promotion? It is Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sits, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Glen, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Guap Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Once again, welcome back, listeners and viewers. I did mention to you that we're going to be having a pretty short edition, or shortened edition of To The Point this morning here for folks, and that's why I say goodbye for this segment this morning. We go live to the Government Information Service as we, of course, go over to the Parliament sitting this morning. That's where I say goodbye for this edition of To The Point, and join you again tomorrow.